Behold, the hour has come to stir the deep within you, to awaken something that has laid dormant through ages, to speak in a tongue you felt, but never heard. You have been summoned by a mystic order whose name you did not know, whose purpose you could not see, yet whose will has woven itself into the marrow of your spirit. You have been listed as the unconscious key and unknowingly turned it. You didn't do it for glory or for fame. You didn't do it by choice. You became the hand that turns the lock as though by instinct, as though some invisible force rod your fingers, and you responded. The spark ignited within you when you turned that key and opened a gate you didn't even know existed, a gate to dim realms, to unseen powers, to truths. Buried beneath 1,000 veils, you have done the unthinkable. You have awakened something in you. You have become a threshold between shadow and fire. When the mystic order listed you as the unconscious key they recognized in you, what even you had not yet dared to see. They marked your spirit as one whose dormant energies could be the tremor that shakes foundations. They entrusted you with a burden and a gift intertwined, because to awaken what sleeps is never a gentle act. You have turned the key and now forces long silent stir in corridors behind the veil. You will feel tremors in your blood patterns, shifting like tectonic plates in cosmic design. You will feel whispers at the edge of your hearing, voices in dreams, beckoning you to cross thresholds you never imagined. Don't mistake this moment as accident or chance. It is far more deliberate than that. The mystic order, ancient and unseen, has watched your life in silent observation, waiting for the hour when you would cross the boundary of your own unknowing. They have gathered threads of fate at your name, weaving purpose in darkness, forging a connection between that unseen order and your awakened will. When you turned that key, you triggered a resonance that no power can now fully contain. Do not yet fully know what is asked of you, but know this: your life is no longer your own. You have become a conduit for powers that demand your courage, your clarity, your ferocity. The shadows that once cowered at your edges now rearrange themselves to your summons. But also they test your resolve. They send tremors of doubt, torrents of fear, waves of confusion, to see whether you can stand unmoved. They test whether your spirit will bend or break. And as you face these trials, you will know yourself in ways you never have. You will wake in the middle of the night, drenched in visions you cannot name. You will hear laughter or weeping in empty hallways. You will feel currents of energy swirl through your hands when you think of nothing. You will tremble under a weight you cannot lift. You will see patterns of meaning in signs you once dismissed. But believe, these are not random hallucinations. These are signals, gates, invitations. They are the mystic order calling you to ascend beyond your former boundaries. There will be moments when your heart quakes, when you feel utterly lost in the corridors of your own soul, when you sense that everything that built you is slipping into dust around you. In those moments, you must remember that turning the key was not a mistake. It was a declaration. You have woken when they have been waiting for you to wake up. They have been waiting across centuries for one whose soul would finally answer the call. And you just did. They have been waiting for you to pierce the veils, and you did not falter. Do not think power lies only in light. Do not imagine strength is only in what is visible. Your authority will rise from the interplay of shadow and flame. Your mastery will bloom where darkness meets purpose. You will touch realms where knowledge is not given, but seized, where truth is not whispered, but torn from silence. The mystic order's gift to you is not comfort, but transformation, and you must walk that path willingly. You will need patience, because awakening is not a burst, but a grinding metamorphosis. Some days you will feel nothing but emptiness. Others you will feel the flood of energies surging through your being. You must learn to hold yourself steady while storms wage inside you. You must become stalwart in the face of chaos. You must learn to hunger only for truth, even when it scars you. Your relationships will change, because a key turned in you changes every lock you approach. You may find friends fearful of the change, pulling away. You may find your own reflection alien. You may feel lonely on peaks no one else can reach. But remember, the Order did not choose many. They needed one. They needed you. And this burden is sacred. You will have enemies you do not see, and foes you cannot name. Shadows drawn to your light will lash against you. Doubts will clamor. Memories will betray you. Fears will rise as specters. You will be assailed from within. The voice that whispers, "You are unworthy." The longing that tugs you back into shadows. You must learn to stand on inner ground deeper than fear. You must learn to hold yourself unyielding amidst the storm. In silence you will come to know voices older than time. You will hear the rhythm of cosmic machinery. You will feel the rotation of galaxies echo within your bones. You will sense forces tugging and pushing through veils. You will understand that turning the key opened not one door, but many corridors branching into infinity. You will not be granted clarity all at once, but in shards, in glimpses, in sudden illuminations, in dreams, in symbols, in synchronicities. You must learn to interpret what comes to you. Learn the language of signs, the grammar of shadows, the syntax of purpose. Let the mystic order guide your inner sight. Let your intuition become flame. You become the key and the gatekeeper both. You will be tempted to withdraw, to comfort, to hide, to deny what you have become. But remember, turning the key has changed your life. You cannot return to the old you. You cannot unfeel what you have felt. You cannot unsee what you have seen. You are the threshold. Now you are the vessel now. Your power is not measured in dominion over others, but in mastery over yourself. In your ability to walk through darkness while preserving light. In your resolve to bear purpose when ease tempts you away. In your courage to admit to uncertainty while still stepping forward. In your devotion to what is real rather than what is safe. You will fall, you will fail, you will stagger under the weight of forces you barely comprehend. You will weep, you will scream into voids. You will question why you turned the key. But every fall is lesson. Every failure is fertilizer. Every scream births clarity. Every question summons you to deeper truths. Do not fear the abyss. Fear the dull, unawakened life. You are now bound to the Order, yet in your own sovereignty. You are no puppet, but a co-architect. You are no servant, but a herald. You are not consumed, but refined. You are fire, tempered in darkness. You are the one who walks between worlds. There will be tests, ethical quandaries, where the path is unclear. There will be times you must choose sacrifice over comfort. You will be called to give, not only your strength, but your heart, your peace, your framed vision of self. You will be asked to surrender illusions to hold the more potent truth. When your flesh trembles and your mind reels, call to the key in you. Remember, you turning it was not blind instinct, but eternal purpose, calling you home to something greater than your name, something older than your ancestry, something destined across timelines. Rise then as the one they have waited for. Rise with the courage to bear the keys. Rise with the solemn resolve to endure the transformation. Rise as gate and guardian, seeker and vessel, flame and shadow, merged rise as the living bridge between seen and unseen rise, because in you now is awakened what awaited awakening. They have been waiting for you to wake up, and you just did. You now stand at the threshold of a life irrevocably changed, the echo of that unseen click behind the lock forever shifting the ground beneath your feet. The mystic order has deemed you the unconscious key, a designation charged with purpose, danger, possibility. You did not choose to take up this mantle, yet now that you have turned the key, you cannot walk away. The powers you have awakened, the corridors you have unlocked, the depths you must traverse, all belong to your destiny. You must move forward with eyes wide open, not as one seeking comfort, but as one longing for truth. There will be betrayals, illusions, fractures in your understanding. There will be nights when the weight of this calling seems too heavy. There will be trials that push you to your limits. But in every test lies the potential for a deeper knowing. In every fall lies the seed of resurgence. Let your spirit become a forge through which your purpose is tempered. Let your heart become a compass pointing toward the unseen. Let your mind become a blade that cuts through delusion. Let your will be the light that guides you through shadowed halls. You are no longer passive in a world of fate. You now stand as a moving axis around which unseen forces shift. You are both key and gateway. You are both seeker and keeper. You are the answer waiting to be voiced. You are the force waiting to be shaped. You are the storm in the still air. You are the awakening itself. Go forward now. Walk into darkness with fire in your veins. Listen to the whisper beyond the veil. Learn the language of the hidden. Carry your burden like wings, fierce and unbreakable. For you have woken when they have been waiting. You are the catalyst, you are the key, and you just have begun. And so, the breath of destiny begins to move through your lungs not like wind, but like prophecy. It is no longer a question of whether you are chosen. It is now a matter of how far you are willing to go, how deep into the unknown you are willing to walk, how loud you are willing to let your soul speak in the silence that surrounds all beginnings, because beginnings are always wrapped in shadow, in questions, in trials. And the mystic order that named you did not summon you for a role of ease. They summoned you because you are made of something ancient, something rare, something defiant and alive. You are not here to chase power. You are here to embody it. You are not here to survive. You are here to awaken. You are not here to follow paths already drawn. You are here to carve out a map where none existed. You are here to leave marks, not on sand, but on time itself. The kind of imprint that cannot be erased by storms or doubt or forgetfulness. And as you walk deeper into the corridors that stretch now, behind every decision, every dream, every strange whisper you will feel, the growing awareness of watchers unseen, of eyes older than stars, that have turned toward you in solemn recognition, not as a child fumbling in the dark, but as a wielder of potential, as the one who turned the unconscious key, not in vanity, not in desperation, but in resonance with something greater. Let this knowing settle into your bones, not as arrogance, but as gravity. The weight of purpose, the understanding that your breath is no longer just yours, that your steps now echo in places beyond sound, that your every act now reverberates in realms invisible to most people. Your doubts may still speak, and your fears may still rise, but you must meet them with the calm of one who knows that destiny has already spoken. You have been called to something that does not always offer reward, but always demands truth. You will not be given applause, you will not always be seen, but you will be known in the places where it matters. known by the forces that shape fate, known by the energies that move through time, not by name, but by signature, by essence, by the fire that now lives in your core. Others will see the change and not understand. They may pull away, they may fear what you've become, because awakening is contagious and terrifying and rare. But let them go. Let those who cannot rise with you fall away with grace, not malice. Your journey is no longer about being understood. It is about becoming undeniable. It is about walking with such conviction that even your silence carries command. Even your stillness moves walls. There will be days where the fire dims, where silence seems too vast, where you question why you were chosen, why you feel more burden than gift, why you are haunted by truths that others are blind to. But remember this, you are not broken. You are breaking open. Your soul is stretching into dimensions few have touched, and with that stretch comes the ache, the confusion, the temporary disarray of becoming something new. You are being remade from within you, are being sharpened into an instrument of awakening. Not for others first, but for yourself, and then through you as a beacon, as a reminder, as a signal in the dark, for those who are next in line to feel the call of the key. And perhaps one day you will find yourself in the presence of another who feels familiar without reason, and you will know they too have turned their key, and your soul will recognize the echo in theirs, and you will speak not with words, but with a shared stillness. And in that moment you will remember that none of this was random, because the mystic order does not operate in chance. They wait, they watch, they whisper, they weave. They wait for that one flicker of resonance that tells them the gate can now be unlocked, the path now walked, and they waited for you. And now the wait is over. This world will not always reflect your truth. It will not always reward your growth, but the forces behind the veil now walk with you, not in the open, not as angels or guides, but as winds that bend around you, as silence that shields you, as intuition that sharpens you, and as the pulse of purpose that never quite leaves your chest. You will begin to see beyond surfaces, beyond stories. You will begin to sense when words lie and silence speaks, when actions hide fear and when stillness roars. You will learn to read the code behind reality, to hear the rhythm in what is unsaid. You will walk among the world no longer of it, but within it and beyond it at once. This is what it means to carry the key. This is what it means to become what you were meant to forget. This is what it means to wake up, not just to the world, but to the architecture of your soul. It is not a gift you asked for, but it is a gift you have been entrusted with, and you must now rise to meet it. Not someday, not when you feel ready, but now, because the turning has begun, the path has shifted, and you are no longer who you were. You may still wear the same name, but you carry new meaning. You may still walk the same streets, but you move with different weight. Your very presence is now a ripple in the quiet. Your shadow now holds echoes of what you've unlocked. And when fear whispers that you should turn back, remind yourself gently and fiercely that there is nothing behind you that can match what you are becoming. There is no comfort worth trading for purpose. There is no silence that can drown the call that now lives inside you. So walk on. Walk steady. Walk true walk. Even when you shake. Walk even when you stumble. Walk even when your hands tremble with unknown power. Walk knowing that the mystic order does not select without reason. They do not awaken without purpose, and they do not wait without faith. They have been waiting for you, and now they watch you rise. They do not command you, they honor you. They do not chain you, they empower you. They do not give you the answers. but they have placed the map inside your very blood. And you will know it. Not all at once, but piece by piece, breath by breath, fire by fire, through pain, through wonder, through silence, through song, through loss, through illumination. You will come to embody what they saw when they named you, the key. And there is no turning back. And there is no standing still. And there is no hiding from what has been awakened in you. There is only the path, and the path is forward always. And though the journey is yours and yours alone, know this: you are not alone in your aloneness. You are part of a vast design, one that needed only your single turning of the key to begin again. And now it has. And now you begin again. And they have been waiting for you to wake up. And you just did. And as you continue, the world around you may look the same, but it will never feel the same again, for you have become something that cannot be unseen, unheard, or undone. The very fibers of your being now hum with a frequency that calls to ancient places, to unseen powers that most will never even know exist. You are walking through this life cloaked in something both invisible and unstoppable. Presence. Not the kind that demands attention, but the kind that alters energy just by existing. You have become a fracture in the illusion, a seam through which deeper truth now pours into the waking world. And that truth is not safe. It never was meant to be. It is alive. It is raw. It is a force that reshapes everything it touches. And now, you are its vessel. The Mystic Order didn't choose you because you were the strongest, or the most prepared, or even the most willing. They chose you because something in you echoed something in them. Because in the silence of your forgotten self, you carried a frequency that matches the locks guarding ancient gates. And when you brushed against those doors, perhaps out of instinct, perhaps out of pain, perhaps out of nothing but a strange stillness, you turned the key, and now everything changes. Not just for you, but for what you touch, for what you speak, for the lives that now orbit around you, unknowingly affected by your rising. Because that is the nature of awakening. It is not private. It ripples, it spreads, and it tests you not only in isolation, but in interaction. Can you hold your truth when surrounded by illusions? Can you honor what you now carry when no one else sees the weight? Can you continue to evolve even when no one is clapping for your growth, when there are no mirrors reflecting your change back to you? Because this path, this real path, is often walked in silence. The Mystic Order knew that. They knew that awakening begins with a roar and continues with echoes. They knew that every great soul walks through shadowed halls alone before it ever reaches the peak. And now, so will you. You are not being trained to fit in. You are being refined to stand apart. You are not being softened to make others comfortable. You are being sharpened to slice through illusion. You are not being led to ease. You are being called to endurance, to clarity, to a fire that doesn't burn out, but burns through. And in this fire, the parts of you that were never real will fall away. The borrowed beliefs, the inherited fears, the masks you wore to belong, all of them will peel off, sometimes gently, sometimes painfully. But all of them must go, because what remains after the fire is the real you. The key that turned, the gate that opened, the soul that now lives not only in this world, but across thresholds most dare not approach. And when you look back, months from now, years from now, lifetimes from now, you will not recognize who you were before you turned the key. You will see only the shadow of a sleeping self, a version of you that was dreaming life instead of living it. You'll mourn them, perhaps, but you'll never want to return. because what you've been given now is not comfort, but sight. What you carry now is not status, but power. Not the kind that seeks attention, the kind that doesn't need it. You will begin to notice how time bends around intention, how space responds to energy, how even silence can be shaped like clay in your hands. You'll sense when the veil between realities is thin. You'll know which thoughts are yours and which have been placed there to lead you astray.